We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Ready. Mega. Set.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And some room to maneuver. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. But that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one, so now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville.
Buffalo 18. Let's go.
2nd and 5 now. Willis. And right side, Henry's got it. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
60 Eagles. Cowboy 80. 19 Riot. Ready.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Austin Hooper. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, here's Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. There he goes, right side. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, here's Willis. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. A first down carry for Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Willis. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
To the air on first down, here's Willis. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Okay.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Play action this time with Love. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Quan Alexander, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus the defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him. I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man.
And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure, and here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Okay, ready?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From just shy of midfield, Willis. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
On 2nd and 9. Love. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On the completion, this is Carey. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Love now to pass on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. Willis takes a hit, and the ball is free.
But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
On the ready. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. On the ball. On the ball. Ready.
Willis will look to throw it.
For Keenan Allen, that's complete.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Come on, come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Willis's throw there complete to Allen. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go, here we go. Warriors, 17.
Looking to throw again on second down. Willis airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Third down, it's Willis. Runs over it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Running from the gun with Henry. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports from the 10. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give. Running left is Harris. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Ready. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Love now. Harris has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Ready?
Now a first down carry for Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback,
It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, Willis.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First target, first catch, and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Top 19, Buffalo 18.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here.
And my goodness, another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball-hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's
he's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Willis looking to throw it.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Mike Evans with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Jadeveon Clowney wants a member of these Texans there on the stop.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Ready, set. Check, man.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 124 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Mustang 19. Hustle. Ready.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Willis, gotta have this one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Ready. Check field.
On 1st and 10, Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Love looking to throw it. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Fairbairn is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now this time, Willis throwing it.
And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Deep ball for Goodwin.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Willis.
And this is caught by Evans.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Willis wants to pass it again.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
To throw, here's Willis.
Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Back to throw, Willis.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And now here is another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, quick. Check it. Go.
Willis will try again here after the pick 6.
Henry's got it out on the left side. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
And my goodness, another interception.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.